everyone. Welcome to your podcast, Falohop. This is your host, Coach Heidi. And today we have Rachel here. I'm going to be interviewing her. She's a coach, and we can't wait to learn more from her. Hi, Rachel. How are you?
Hi, Heidi. I'm so happy to be here.
So excited to have you. How are you today? How's your day been?
It's been a beautiful day. I had a couple of coaching calls, did some outreach. Yeah, and now I'm here with you. So this is super exciting. My first podcast appearance.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's so cool. And before we got on the video, guys, I just want to show you. I'm not sure if you're watching on YouTube or listening, but if you see on top of Rachel, she got this cool clouds coming out. I'm like, is that a filter? They look so cool. Rachel, so tell me again, you made this yourself, right?
Yes, I am an avid crafter. So I made this out of string lights, like outdoor string lights, paper lanterns, and some old pillows that were going to be thrown away. Yeah.
That's amazing. You're very creative. I was just telling her that, you should do this as a part-time because you're very good at it.
Right. Oh my gosh, I have so many things that I should have done that for ages ago, but we're kind of past that now. My little
Oh,
gypsy curtains back there and yeah,
you
all
did
kinds
those
of stuff.
too?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my little
Oh,
window
wow.
bookshelf.
Wow. I'm telling you, you're very creative. That's so cool. So tell me, Rachel, where are you from? Where were you born?
I am actually an Air Force brat. Both my parents met in the Air Force, and so we kind of lived all over. Born in Oklahoma, lived in Iceland, Mississippi, New Mexico, Louisiana, Texas. Now Colorado's home.
Oh, nice. How long you been there in Colorado?
Like a total of 7 years.
Okay.
So yeah,
Okay. And you
so
call it home because you enjoy it. You like it. You like
yeah,
the
yeah.
people or
It's gorgeous out here. I mean, the mountains. I can drive 15 minutes and be in the mountains, a completely different place, and got family and friends out here. Just a really good community. So.
that's so amazing. Oh, it looks like you're enjoying that. That's so cool. Great.
Mhm.
Tell me a little bit more about your coaching. I know you're a coach. Can you tell me what kind of coach and how do you help people with?
Yeah, so I call it a holistic growth coach. I work with people and we really dig into their mind, body, spirit connection. So I help them set goals, whether it's financially, professionally, in their relationships, spiritually, habit goals. I help them set goals that are actually achievable. And so we kind of look at where they're at now in all these realms of their life and with a holistic approach, and I help them get to where they want to be.
When you say it's spiritual, like what do you help them with in that sense?
Yeah, so a couple of different things. I mean, everyone has their own, religious views, and so I really work with each person where they're at. I'm myself am more spiritual. I don't necessarily believe in a God, but I believe in energy, right? And creation. And I believe energy is not created nor destroyed. And, I love all of the ideas of every religion. So just really helping them get to a place of spiritual practice. So, meditation, um, mindfulness, gratitude, I think all of those are part of a spiritual practice and they translate through any and all religions.
Okay. I remember I started digging more into spirituality. I was like, oh, okay. Well, now it's thank God I'm not crazy, right? I was like, oh, I thought, that I feel your energy or, like I see someone and I can see through their eyes, more than what they're, like my
Yes.
intuition, all of that. I was like, I hope I'm not crazy. And then I started looking into this and I was like, wow, it's real.
Oh, it's so
So that's
real. It's so real. That's beautiful. I'm actually a Reiki practitioner, and Reiki is all about energy healing. Like there is so much energy in all of us that we transfer to each other. Like even in this conversation right now, I can feel it, you know?
Yep, I know because I feel it too. I'm always like, if I don't feel a little connection here and there, I won't talk. But I really feel a connection here. So what do you have planned for this year as far as your career?
Yeah, so I have for this year, I'm really excited. I've really been delving into my coaching business at the beginning of this year. I just want to like help as many people as I can. I've been interested in podcasts. I'm also interested in, getting into speaking engagements, and I want to translate a lot of this into the business realm. So I come from a healthcare background. I've always been in management in healthcare, and so I'd like to do, burnout groups for different organizations. So I'd like to go from I'm doing one-on-one coaching right now with individuals, but I'd like to see that shift and grow over the years into bigger engagements, working with groups of people and helping multiple people at a time.
Oh wow, that's so great. So you are starting now as one-on-one coaching, and then but you see yourself doing bigger things, as if I'm hearing correctly. You want to go and do like a speaking, like a how do they call that,
The TED Talks, and
yep,
the yeah.
yep, all of that. That's cool. I can see you doing that. I can definitely see you doing that, and I can see you attracting a lot of people. So don't stop on that. Okay, you go and do it. You
Yes,
do it.
ma'am. Yes,
And
ma'am.
yep, and do the podcast, and it's so fun. It's so fun. You connect with different audiences, and you can go and be, a guest somewhere else, or bring your own guest. So that's also great. That's great. So that way people can, get to see you more, and we all want to see more of you. So do it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Great
So let me
motivation.
ask you this. Let me ask you this, Rachel. If you could give your 15-year-old self an advice, if you can go back in time, which we know you can't, but at least if you could, what would that advice be? Like, what would you tell yourself at 15 years old?
This one, I love this question because there's so many things I would like to tell her. Um, I think the biggest thing I want to tell her, and really everyone, is that, from my years of working in senior living, what marks success in life is not about the things we have or the degrees we get or the jobs we had, or it's not about any of that. It's about how we have shown up for people and how we show up for ourselves. Like, that's it. That's all that matters in life.
So deep because at that age, we're probably seeing everyone, seeing what they have. We're, oh, this person is successful. They have a car. And if I get a degree, I'm going to be successful. If I graduate from high school and then go to college, do all of these things that people tell me to do, then
Mhm.
I'll be successful. So if you could go back and tell yourself, no, that's it's part of it, but it's not what success is. That's so powerful. I love that. I love that. And let me ask you this: if you could go back in time, would you? Would you go
Ooh,
back in time or would you just
no.
leave things how they are?
I would leave things how they are for sure. I am who I am today because of everything that I've gone through and every experience I've had and my perceptions of those experiences. So I would not go back. Um, I don't think I'd want to go in the future either. I think I just live in the present moment, right? Isn't that what we're always saying? Live in the present moment, and like that's where the gift of life is.
Amen. Yep, that is. It's like our mentor, our biggest mentor was saying earlier, right? He said the yesterday is the past, right? Today is the present. So that's where we should stay. So that's amazing. That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. Let me ask you something else. If you will give someone, let's say to the audience is listening, they hear everything you do, how you can help people, that you're a coach, holistic coach. So let me ask you this: if they want to get started into spirituality or just reach their goals or have the life they desire, what are three things that you can tell them that they can start doing to get there?
Yeah. I would say the number one thing is, the number one thing is our mindset, right? So, um, love yourself. Like learn how to love yourself and forgive yourself. Like that's the number one thing that you can do. Because we hold ourselves back, and um, it's only us that can achieve our goals, right? So mindset is number one. I would say get your habits squared away. Like create a life that is meaningful to you, is peaceful, is purposeful in your everyday habits. And gosh, the third things, there's so many things, right? But I'd say
100%.
too, like, sleep and just caring for yourself, sleep and eating right and resting when you need to rest. So those are my three things. Love yourself, get your habits together.
Okay. When you say mindset, what would you say was your biggest lesson? Like, what do you have to change when we talk about mindset? What was that one thing that you have to shift yourself in your life to get where you are right now?
That's a good one. Yeah, that biggest one was definitely living for myself instead of for other people. So, again, a lot of expectations, a lot of you're not good enough, you need to do this, you need to do this, this, and this, have this, be this, talk like this, dress like this. And finally, in the moments that I decided I was enough and that, I wasn't happy being what someone else wanted me to be. And I finally became like my true authentic self. And that, like, the world has opened up for me, and I'm able to help so many people now.
Would you say that if you wouldn't have changed that or shift that, you wouldn't be here or you wouldn't be doing what you're doing right now?
Oh no, I'd be miserable in a 9 to 5, climbing the corporate ladder, trying to be a CEO, just going, going, going because that's what I was supposed to do. Probably in an unhappy, unhealthy relationship. Yeah, probably a couple kids on my hips.
The American dream. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, yeah.
Pretty much that's what they say. I can see why you're a coach, and it's because you reached this amazing place in your life, and you're looking for for people that are ready to make that change and that are ready to say, you know what, I matter, and I'm the person that I need to show up for myself. I need to be there for myself. Then I can get the things that I want, that I desire. Wouldn't you say that a lot of people think that in order to get the life they desire, or whatever it is that they want to achieve, they think is the most complicated thing in the world, that they have to do so much. If I want this life, I have, they're like so stuck in this mindset of how am I gonna do it? I can't do it. I can't without even knowing that it all starts with themselves, right?
Yeah, it's so true. It's so crazy how many people are just stuck in that, oh, I have to do all of these things first before I can take care of me
Mm-hmm.
and do better and grow and change. It's like, no, you are number one. If you can't grow yourself, if you can't help yourself, then how can you help anyone else, you know?
Yeah, that's so true. And being on an unhealthy relationship, like you said before, um, that you probably would have been there if you didn't change your mindset. Um, is there one thing that you would like to tell or say to someone that is on an unhealthy relationship? Like, is there one thing that they can do to improve it?
Well, in relationships, I mean, communication is always key, right? But along with my advice too, you have to love yourself. You have to work on yourself. You have to dive deep and figure out, am I the problem? Am I what's going on with me internally? What do I need to heal from? And what do I need to forgive myself for? And communicate with your partner on all of those realms and then see if you can work together to go to a more positive space. But it all starts within.
Yeah. Everything starts with ourselves. We spend so much time trying to blame the outside for what's happening inside. That's why, sometimes we don't make progress, but hopefully, we get to our right mindset
Yeah.
right? And we do the things that we need to do to become the best person. Now, let me ask you this. If people, my audience here, if they want to find you, where can they find you and what's your you
Yes,
know
my handle, my on
your
Instagram they
handle,
can
your ask?
um yeah, they can find me at on Instagram at Rachel Weber Coaching, and
Okay.
on Facebook I'm just Rachel Ashley over there. So yeah, they can find me. Most of my content's on Instagram. Working on my website right now and trying to get all that moving forward. And then I'm also on LinkedIn too for businesses.
Oh, amazing. That's good. See,
Yeah,
that's something important. So if you have a business out there, here's your girl, Rachel.
here I am.
Thank you so much, Rachel. This was so fun. Is there anything you want to add before we finish?
I just want to thank you so much for bringing me on, and this has been a really beautiful conversation. And it's been so awesome to, see your journey and get to watch each other's journeys along this way. And yeah, super happy to be here.
Thank you. I'm happy to have you here. So if this is just, I can see, if I could say, oh, I can see the future, which is tomorrow. I can see that there's so many good things coming your way. So just wait for it and be ready to catch them all because they're all coming. Okay.
I feel it. I feel it right here in my
Yep.
heart.
Yep. There's one right there. There are more coming.
Okay,
Okay, so be ready to get feeling them.
definitely,
Well,
definitely.
Rachel, thank you so much. And you guys, thank you for listening to us. And don't forget to go follow Rachel. I will write down your handle on the description here so that they can find it just in case they get confused or anything. So thank you so much for being here again.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a great night.
You too.